Hello and thank you for joining me. I'm Heather Forgan of stampwithnelly.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator based in the UK. And today I'm going to show you the boxes that I made with my team on our monthly craft session on Zoom. So this is using the new in colours. This one is Hydrangea Hue, this one is Golden Glow, and the next one I'm going to be making is Crisp Cantaloupe. And I've used the stack of a designer series paper that comes with the stripes and with dots. So let me just quickly show you the paper. So you've either got these big spots or you've got little dots. With a foam background there. I used this Heirloom Boutique bundle available from the 5th of May. So at the time this goes live, that will be tomorrow. And I've used just the dies. You've got dies in here that will coordinate with your stamps, and then there are some other ones that you can build up. And I've used that little one, the next one up, those ones to cut the centres for the flowers, just mixed and matched those, and this one for my little bit of foliage, just with white to keep a kind of monochrome look. So, without further ado, let's make our Crisp Cantaloupe one. And these are all the pieces that I needed, all pre-prepared. Okay, I will have the measurements in my blog post for this, so you'll be able to pick them up from there. What I forgot to say is your box will open at both ends. Honest, if I can get my fingernail in there we go. You can take out your treat. In this case it's a Nutella Be Ready, but other treats will fit in, and then you can store these folded flat until you need them. And easy enough just to reassemble. Close one end, pop your treat in, and close up the other end. Lovely. Let me just furnish these, and I've got the score lines on here. So this is a piece that measures 8 inches by 5.5 inches. And then I have scored this on the short side at 1.5, 2.5, 4 and 5 inches. And on the long side at 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, 6.5 inches, and then 7.5 inches. As I say, they'll all be in my blog post, so not to worry about that. Okay, so I've got my joining tab at the end there. Let me grab my scissors and we will cut not just to the first horizontal score line, but right the way to the second, like so. Need to take that just a smidge further in. Do that all the way along. Like so. And then take off those 2 small pieces with an extra little wedge on there, because that's the bit that's just going to join it all together. And I'll just do exactly the same on the other end. So take out those 2 and then just cut up along here to that second horizontal line all the way along. Alright, so as I said, this is going to be my join, that's going to be the back, that is going to be the top. So I want my lid to fold away from the top and tuck in at the back. Okay, so this one I want to keep in its entirety. These two I'm just going to chop off. Which you can then use to perhaps die cut some smaller flowers from or whatever. Okay, so I've got that complete. These ones I'm going to take off not just that top bit there, actually going to take a little bit more off and take a little wedge off either side, like so. And take that out the way, do the same, roughly the same distance, take that out and that out there. Alright, so we've now got one end almost done. I just need to take a tiny slither off of there. Once you've assembled your box, if you find that's difficult to slot in, then you can always take a little bit more off, but it's better to just take a little bit off and then take more off later because you can add it back on. Alright, so I'm going to do exactly the same on this side here. So a little bit extra off there and there. Wedge that just as normal. Same with this one, like so. But just take a little slither off there. I think I've gone a bit awry with that when I did my cutting, so I'm just going to take a wee bitty, just straighten that off a bit. Just a tiny little slither off of there. Okay. Then I've got pieces of white card to pop on there, and then designer series paper to add on top, like so. Should have one for there and one for there. So I'm going to glue all of those on. If you're crafting along at the same time, then you might want to just pause, because I'm going to whiz through this rather than make you watch this in real time, because it's pretty repetitive. I just want to make sure that I've got it on straight and I've got equal border all four sides, like that, and then that will go on to my box. And then we can assemble that. Alright, so I will be back with you in a moment once I've got all this glued together and stuck on. Okay, so we are now ready. We've got all of our panels glued on. We just need to glue this together and then decorate it. Adding glue right along that undecorated panel. Fold that over and that should line up nice and neatly. Give it a good press though. And then I like to press it the other way as well, just for good measure. Okay, so our front piece here, we have I'm going to have thrown a bit away, haven't I? A white bit. Oh, no, I just hid it from myself. We're all good, we're all good. So, tiny little dab of glue on there. Pop that one on. Leave that to set. Same on here. Tiny little dab. You don't want to go too wild with that because there are little lines cut into those flowers that your glue could ooze out of if you go a bit too overboard. Alright, now I like to add a little bit of dimension to these. With the bigger ones, it's easy enough to do with your bone folder. Just like you would curl a ribbon with scissors if you were decorating a gift. Oh. Then, for these ones, I just find that's just a little bit too difficult. I go for my cheat option of just putting it in the palm of my hand and squishing it with my glue bottle. It gets the same results. Then a little bit of glue on this piece here. I'll have one going up into that corner like that. If I can get it to stick on the box and not fingers. There we go. And then we'll put that one like that. A little bit of glue all the way around. Right up into the corner would be better. There we go. Let's just pop that down. Then one will go on there and one will go on there to cover the ends. Like that. And one like that. So yeah, they do go over the side of the box, but I'm not concerned about that. And as I say, you can make them in advance and keep them nice and flat. Perfect for swaps, or if you were going to meet a lot of friends and you wanted a little gift for all of them for whatever reason. Then yeah. Now you could have some gems and bling that up, but I think that's nice and pretty exactly as it is. So once again, just tuck that in like so. Pop in your treat, gift, whatever it is, and then close that like so. So this measures 5 inches. Yep, 5 inches by 1.5 by 1. So I'm sure there are lots of lovely little things that you could put in these. I hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, please click on that subscribe button and click the bell to get notification the next time I upload a tutorial. Until then, please do take care. Bye bye.